everyone, it's Alice Wang from Flavors of New York. Today we are in East Village and we are going to explore a couple places to eat, so come along. Our next stop is Memphis Seoul, a restaurant that is fusing Korean flavors with some soul food. Let's check it out. With Richard Blue, one of the co-owners of the restaurant. Thanks for hosting.
No, of course. Welcome to our humble abode.
So tell us more about Memphis Soul, how did the restaurant come about?
So my business partner Bart officially founded it in 2018. He was trying to get into smorgasbord, and he loved a Korean place called Kimchi Grill down the block, and basically he started kind of like messing around in his kitchen, tried out some of the food on some of his neighbors. They loved it.
What's the inspo behind the menu?
So it's supposed to be very southern forward with a slight Korean influence. So you have, I think, the quintessential Memphis Soul dish, which is the bulgogi meatloaf, which is kind of like our riff on bulgogi beef. Say one other dish would be like the ramen and cheese. The ramen and cheese is, a play on mac and cheese, but we use a ramen noodle instead. It took a long time to kind of like get right, but because ramen noodles are very delicate, and when you're baking them, it's a whole process.
It's an interesting flavor because actually, it's kind of spicy. It's got a kick. You taste the kimchi. The ramen is kind of soft. I think it's cheddar. Very complex flavor. So I see a lot of chicken on the menu too. Tell us more about that.
Well, you can't have a southern place without chicken. I mean, it's not possible. So basically what I would say is our chicken is southern meets Korean. We have our proprietary blend of spices and herbs with our batter. And when you taste it, you're going to get a little southern, you're going to get a little Korean. So we have our steamed buns. This is our bulgogi meatloaf one. You're gonna have bulgogi meatloaf, a slice of bulgogi meatloaf with soul sauce, the kimchi cold slaw, and our house-made sesame pickles. And this is our bibimbap inspired rice bowl. So you're gonna have a bed of rice with the bulgogi meatloaf with our soul sauce on it. That's the original way. You can also get it with barbecue sauce. Then we have our sesame pickles and kimchi cold slaw with a sunny side up egg. This is our Korean cornbread. So it has a little bit of Korean spices and seasonings in it. And it comes with some honey, because I wouldn't say it's spicy, but it's got a little, flavor. It's got a little flavor to it.
What makes it Korean? Like what?
There's some Korean spices in there that gives its color.
The chicken.
Okay, so the chicken. I gave you one of each of our sauces. We've got the Fat Elvis, which is tangy. Fat Elvis is named after Elvis, and we call it Fat Elvis because that's when we believe he made his best music, when he was at his heaviest. Then we've got our Beale Street Hickory sauce, which is named after Beale Street in Memphis. It's hickory, it's smoky. Our Gangnam Style sauce is spicy and creamy, named after, of course, after the name Gangnam Style.
Yeah, the dance.
Atomic K-pop, which is our hottest sauce, also comes on our hot chicken, is named after K-pop, the legendary K-pop. We have the Han River, which flows through Seoul. That's our tartar sauce. Aptly named also because, river and for fish. And then we have our bulldog sauce, which is just a traditional Japanese bulldog sauce. We just wanted a sauce for people who need sauce but don't necessarily like sauce. So that's the sauce for that. And then the last one is our soul sauce, which is named after Seoul, South Korea. It's our nuanced take on buffalo.
Okay, let's start with the chicken.
Sweet. Hold on. Let's do a little slide here.
Oh, really good. It's not a kick, very creamy. Some red pepper.
A little red pepper.
I taste the red pepper.
A little garlic.
Okay, so
Okay.
kind of spicy cornbread before you add the honey.
So I would say let's do one bite without the honey. That way we
Alright.
just kind of taste it as it's intended to be. And then some people say it doesn't even need it, but we always add it just because some people love it. You know, it's not too spicy. It's very, very like, it's very, very mild.
Yeah, this could really go with the chicken. And then add some sauce if you want to, but it doesn't need sauce. It's pretty good.
And then you can add the honey if you want. It gives a little bit of sweetness naturally. You know.
It tastes a spicy cake now.
Yes.
It's got like a
It's
5-second
it's very
delay.
late. Yeah, it's
There's
very
like a
late.
delay. Ooh. That's like the instant moment when you like slow-mo and you add in like all the dramatic music, you know?
Yep. All right, no, I guess actually I did it well. All right, great.
Yeah. And do you usually mix up your bibimbap or do you eat it like separate?
I kind of just like, or what I would do is I'll make sure like it's like a process where I'm just kind of like, I grab one element, then the next element, then the next component, and then I get like one in one bite.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I try to make sure I get as much of everything in every bite as possible. That way you get just all the layers of flavor.
So this is the meatloaf, right?
Yes,
the
that's the bulgogi meatloaf. Yep.
Okay. What kind of meat is it made of?
It's 100%. It's our riff on bulgogi beef, so it's 100% beef.
All right, we'll get beef, we get pickle, we get some coleslaw. Is that
Yep.
coleslaw?
Kimchi coleslaw. Yep.
Kimchi coleslaw.
Or cabbage.
And some egg. Here we go.
Get a little crunchy, you get a little
You
acid.
get a little crunchy with the pickles. The pickles really good. This meatloaf, it's like firm, but it's soft. It's like firm and soft at the same time, which is like really interesting combo. Coleslaw, love it. Super tart, very refreshing. Great combo. Last but not least, we have this bomb bun.
Yes. So steamed bun. The bun contains dairy. It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's basically the same combo. You have the sauce that you would have on the bowl, so it's soy sauce with the kimchi coleslaw and the pickle, but it's like a condensed bite, and so you're gonna get all the textures, flavors, plus you get a little sweetness of the bun, which I really enjoy as well. So dive in.
Dig in. This will be a messy one.
Yes.
Yeah, that soy sauce with meatloaf, really great combo.
It's great because the
sauce is
bulgogi is like sweet, the meatloaf, the soy sauce is a little spicy, so it's just like they complement each other very well.
I like it. So I see that you guys also have a bunch of beverages, a bunch of cocktails. So tell me about the drinks menu.
Okay, so Memphis Seoul was always intended to be like kind of almost like a cultural bridge to those who are unfamiliar with Korean flavors. You know, it's just like a mild introduction. And so with our beverage program, we kind of went with like the basics, like Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite. We have I had to put an iced tea on the menu because we don't make one, so we have brisk iced tea, and then we have bottled water. But in terms of alcohol, since we do have our beer and wine license, we carry soju, which is the most consumed alcohol by volume in the world. That's a fact.
In the world.
In the world, yes. And so we carry a variety of soju in different flavors. We also carry Maku Goli, which is New York City based. And it's like an unfiltered rice beer. It's it's delicious. And it's really cool to drink out of a cup because it's unfiltered. It's just very like milky, and it's we also carry Terra, which is a Korean rice-based beer. And we also have Somek Towers. So Somek, if you go to Korean barbecue, a lot of spots in K-Town will offer you a Somek Tower. It's like basically like 20% soju, then 80% beer, and then you mix it together, and then you have a good time. And all those, the Somek Tower is $29. The soju, I believe we have the cheapest soju in town. It's about $9.99.
Good deal.
And it's a good deal. And our beers are $5.99. So you know what I mean? Come get a bun, stay for a drink.
Nice.
We have 2 locations in the East Village here, and in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, off the 2345 at Franklin Avenue.
Got a lot of options, so check out the spot for lunch, dinner, nightcap, or pregame. Oh, thanks so much for having us. This is Alice from Flavors in New York, signing off here. See you next time.